Okay, so we've seen how a soil forms, and so now we want to talk about what are some factors that controls the type of soil that you finally end up with. So one is going to be climate, and by climate we mean the amount of rainfall that you're going to get and the temperature at which it's going to occur at. So for example, if you don't have much rainfall, you're probably not going to have much soil because you're going to, in those kinds of environments, you're not going to have a lot of organic material that's going to mix with the soil, and then you're not going to have a lot of water that's going to, again, mix up the soil and cause those different kinds of layers. Temperature, you're not going to have much soil in Antarctica because the ground is frozen. And so you just don't have this opportunity for the soil to get mixed up there. Parent material. So a granite is going to produce one kind of soil, but a limestone is going to produce a different kind of soil. Different rocks have different minerals, and then those minerals weather in different ways, which are going to produce different kinds of soils. The topography. So you're not going to have very deep soils on a slope. So if you've got a hill that has a very steep slope, it's going to be very difficult to make any soil on that. You're also going to have a lot of erosion of that soil as a result. So the soils will be very thin on mountainsides. Subsurface moisture. So we've said that you need water in order to make that eluviation and in order to have the chemical leaching. And if your soil doesn't have that water in it, then it's difficult to do that. Acidity, okay, we have found that rocks will weather chemically depending on the amount of acid that's in the ground. So we said that there was one type of chemical weathering was going to be caused by acid, and so if your ground is lacking the materials to make that acid, then that's going to affect those chemical reactions. Biological factors. So we said that in order to have a soil, you need this weathered rock and you need organic materials. So if you don't have the organisms to make those organic materials, then you're not going to have very good soils. And then you've got time. So it takes a long time to make a good soil. So it takes thousands of years in order to do that. Now, in some climates, a soil can form faster than in other climates where you have all of these other factors that are going for you. Okay, so let's take a break, and when we come back, we're going to compare the soil profiles of 3 different kinds of soils.